Ashe, family. This is Brotha Gkl, Gawd, Keenng, Lio'Lf. And I got a subject I want to talk about is poetry. I utilize poetry to fulfill and explain and express and vent and heal in so many different forms of ways. I mean, I could say I could turn it into a company. I could turn it into a business or an advertisement thing to exploit talent from myself. But let me explain something to you. I've been doing poetry for a long time. And you know what I'm saying? It's not the sky is blue, the sunset's green. I mean, you got your simplex poetry, you got your difficult poetry, you got your very, very complex poetry. It all comes in different forms. And you want to try to take that poetry to different levels by any means necessary. I don't want to make a poetry that makes me fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? Some people may not do a certain type. You got dark, you got light, you got gothic type, you got so many different styles of poetry. But at the end of the day, when does it evolve? When does it go to another level? Just like jazz and blues, without that, hip hop and every other music culture out here would not exist. You know what I'm saying? It had to come from some type of other soul source. Just like with poetry, movies and different things like that, certain like scripts and books like that, they wouldn't have a way to express themselves because it's some sense of a poetry. You know what I'm saying? When you're acting, when you're giving your expression. This is my own opinion. Some may not agree. Poetry is in everything. Poetry is in a relationship. The way that you talk, the way that you finesse, the way that you even talk business. It's a certain rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Without poetry, it's a lot that you wouldn't have within you. You know what I'm saying? So with my poetry, I like to come different. I like to take it to another level. Some things that I hear that people do it's okay. It can be better, and some probably feel the same about me that's probably been doing this for 50 years. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, when I see a poem, you know what I'm saying, recited, some make me fall asleep, and some I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there. They pull me in. I believe poetry should be said in different tones. You should add some acting into it, not overdoing it, just enough just so I can express. If it's about love, show me the love. Show me that you're actually meaning what you're saying. You're not just reading it off a piece of paper or a script, computer or whatever. If you're angry, I want to see that anger. I want to hear it. I want to hear your voice change. You know what I'm saying? And that's with anybody. They're not doing it like me, but just really expressing it in your own way, but really taking it to the next level. And my only thing of doing this video once again, is saying that poetry has different levels of performing. No actor acts the same way. If it is, it's stuck. I don't never want to be stuck. I may want to do a poem from the side. I may want to do it from the front. I may want to do it standing up in front of a crowd. But every time, just like Bernie Mac does, I'm going to put my all into every poem that I recite on video, live. If I read it from a book right on camera, you couldn't tell that I was reading it from a book, even though if it's in the camera. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to bring pleasure to your environment, no matter who you are, as far as to what I have to offer with my poem. You know what I'm saying? I try to dig deeper. I use all the tones of my vocal cords as far as the expression that I give. I want you to see it just like a movie that makes you cry. They did it so good to the point that you felt like you were part of that. When I read my poem or when you listen to my poem, I want you to feel like you're part of what I'm saying, and I'm not just rhyming. Oh shit. Namaste. So I'll let Gawd, Keenng, Lio'Lf, aka Brotha Gkl. Subscribe to me.